thing called love, baby.
Yeah, that word. I remember your mama told me y'all don't need to say that.
Cause maybe we ain't know the real true meaning.
We ain't know the true meaning. She was right, you
yeah.
feel me? Y'all miss talk my shit cause I'm lit. Pockets on swollen to keep me stick. So I ain't got time for none of that shit. I'm a real player, ain't flex for a nigga. Better watch your beat cause I might just hit her. I'm a real boss, I'ma pop my shit. I be feeling like already. This your boy SLI. Don't forget the M. And you're tuned into the hottest podcast in Southwest Georgia. Talk my ish. And I'm the host that do the most. Slim! I gotta keep it 1,000, man. Y'all, I gotta introduce my beautiful wife. I had a comment. Somebody said they can't wait for me to, pull my wife on here and talk my ish with my wife. So that's what I did. I put together a little something. Shout out to that boy Daniel Street, for coming up with the idea for the topic for me and my wife tonight, man. A little segment that we gonna start. But I'm gonna go on ahead and introduce her. Miss Nene, y'all. Y'all give it up for Miss Nene, y'all. Yes, sir. I appreciate that. Look, hey, you influenced me, to be who I am today, my best friend, my everything, I asked and you said I do. So I did and we did. And, next year will be 5 years, you feel me?
Ooh, I feel like marriage, 25 years.
25 years.
Yeah. And I ain't lying.
I feel you. I know you ain't lying. It feel longer, as married or just being together. Do people count them?
Yeah, you count your dang years.
Anyway, Ms. Nene, can I get an introduction of you and who you are? Tell these folks what's going on.
Well, hey everybody, I am Miss Nene, your child's favorite dance teacher. I'm also CEO of Nene's Dance Factory, but that's for another podcast in the future.
In the future, black owned business.
Black owned business.
Okay, baby, shout out to you.
But today I'm on here as Mr. Talk My Ish wife. So does that make me Mrs. Talk My Ish? Yeah, I think that makes me.
Oh, you showing out. You showing out. You supposed to be saying all that. Don't eat the mic though. But but on some real stuff, like she said, she my wife. You know what I'm saying? We have grown to become one. We are still growing as individuals as well, with God in both of our lives. Welcome to the show. Like I said, thank you for for coming on, looking as beautiful as you are.
Thank you. Love the shirt.
I appreciate it. I had to show that. I'll probably zoom in on that to let them know what I'm working with. Y'all, the drill real simple. Hey, I'm in the boot. I ain't gonna tell you why, but you gotta break on the rebuild, right? Like for real though, man. Hey, we're gonna get straight to it, man. It ain't really too much to talk about, but we starting our little segment, so it is gonna be a lot to talk about. It is this thing called love, and
this thing called love, baby.
Yeah, that word. I remember your mama told me y'all don't need to say that.
Cause maybe we ain't know the real true meaning.
We ain't know the true meaning. She was right. You feel me?
We ain't know the
true meaning. She was right. I can't even sit here and say I didn't know what she was talking about because I thought I did, but I didn't. But I knew I love you.
And I love you too.
I know what we used to say, cookies and cream.
Yeah,
we ain't never say like
I ain't never used to say I love
like
you on the phone.
When we say bye, then she driving off and walking out, cookies and cream.
And I'd be like, cookies and cream.
Yeah.
We was so lame.
Nah, they ain't lame. We just had to do what we had to do. But man, let's get straight into it though. This thing called love. Knowing your worth. I think before you can, tap into that word, you gotta know what love actually means. And you gotta know your worth.
Well, first you gotta love yourself.
That's what I went. That's what I'm talking about.
So
that's what I'm talking about.
Let's talk about self-love. And
self-love, okay.
Yeah, because you gotta, like you said, you gotta know your worth.
Gotta know your worth.
You gotta love yourself and know yourself before you can go out and meet and know anybody else.
Okay, you talking. That's how you feel. I feel the same way. Like I agree, you gotta know yourself. Meaning, what you believe in, what you stand on, and how you trying to live your life and the stuff that you believe in.
before you go venture off to go get to know somebody else. So like I feel once you learn all that with self,
Yeah.
it should be basically
Knowing your
that.
standards
Yeah.
and your morals.
So what
Definitely.
so name some of your standards and morals within self before moving on.
Well, first, I got to know how to respect myself before I can respect anybody else, because that come with love.
Self.
Yep. What's some more? Let's see, some standards that I have for myself. I'm a hustler, so I need my man to be a hustler too.
Okay, you're a hustler. So you go get that bag regardless.
Yeah, multiple
And
streams of income, baby.
multiple.
That's the only way you can
with
get it.
Outside with it and inside with it. Which is on all platforms right now. Y'all go get that. Like real talk, go get that. That one of my singles I just dropped with them boys from Slot Time, man. I appreciate that. But like you saying though, yeah, I believe in all that. I believe knowing who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you're gonna have a set of rules that you abide by.
Yeah. Like, what would you feel like one of your rules that you abide by?
Me, a rule, take care of myself. Like,
Elaborate on it.
meaning try to make sure my body moving how it need to be moving so I can be that strong man, knowing the way I gotta move and what I gotta do to move the way I gotta do. I need to be that way consistently. Like,
So you feel like if you structure like your life in a certain way, you feel like the person that you would go to dating, you should be able to lead, help her lead that same way, basically.
oh yeah, most definitely. I feel the man is the man's supposed to lead. So if a man ain't learning what he need to learn to lead, he gonna be lost. And get what? Both of them gonna be lost. So that's why it's important now knowing your worth, meaning knowing, like we saying, know your standards. Meaning you got dislikes and likes, you got do's and don'ts. Like you leading the wrong way, all because you don't know your worth.
I feel like a lot of people like get consumed within themselves that they don't know how to go out and date properly. Like, since we're talking about this thing called love.
This thing called love.
So
So how you think at this age we at now, if we went married, the proper way of dating? So we already say, knowing your worth, your standards, your morals, and your beliefs, the rules you stand on.
Set boundaries for yourself.
Set boundaries.
And then you'll know when you start dating who you going for.
And what you can put up with.
That's a good one. Because I always tell my friends, and they could tell you, baby, I'm gonna be like, whoever you with, whoever you dating, make sure that's whatever they doing for you, that's something that you can put up with. Cause when other people like, oh, I couldn't put up with that. But you'll put up with something else that I probably wouldn't put up with. You get what I'm saying?
You're right.
So that's just all about, dating.
Yeah, I don't like all that mouth. Like a woman doing all that, like that's a knack. Like back up, hold on. It's a way. It's an order in how we communicate.
Yeah.
If you got a problem with me, you proceed. But like I said, that's just knowing your standards.
Yeah.
Ain't no woman finna just ball rush me, coming
your
at me, thinking she got what I got in my pants. Yeah, baby.
But a lot of women,
ain't none of that going
they
on.
feel like, women feel like too, ain't nobody finna bomb rush them.
Well, you got to get to that point. See, once you learn how a woman's supposed to really like act,
because you can be feminine, but
you feel me,
but
like,
you can be masculine in a way too. That's why we special creatures.
But when it all boils down to why relationships have a lot of problems, because they don't know who they really are.
Yeah.
They don't know what they really like.
You right.
Some people just want to just feel love and be near somebody and say, oh, I got somebody. I'm telling you, like they don't want to let you go because they might don't want nobody else to have you, or they just ain't got nowhere to go. But if you knew yourself and you knew what you wanted, and it's something good, and you ain't putting it first, and you know it's gonna benefit you, boy, you're blind. Take them shades off. Oh, but I'm gonna keep mine on.
Me too.
You feel me? Cause I ain't blind.
I ain't never blind either, baby.
I ain't never blind either, baby. What?
Love is an action, but it's also a feeling too, because your
You show
action, I feel
It's an
like
action. You just gonna label it as action. Cause you show love. I can tell you I love you. I ain't did nothing for your ass.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. But it can also be a feeling where you're loving that person, but just because their actions are showing it, you probably blinded by the love that you got for that person. It's kind of sort of like, okay, since we on that topic, who's really the catch when you're dating?
What you mean, bro? Nah, hold on.
Are men the catch or are women the catch?
Okay, so if the woman the catch, I'm gonna stand on the man is the catch. We the catch. I'm a catch. I don't know about y'all. I'm a guy. I'm a catch.
Baby, I'm a catch too. Cause I feel like women are the catch. Men go out and find their woman. Like you just said, you gotta know your worth as a man.
And I'm gonna have to lead.
And you're gonna learn how to lead.
And I believe in God, right?
You should.
Okay, so I think it's somewhere in that Bible where he tell you the structure of a household. You feel me? I got it. So basically, I'm gonna go find. Listen.
You're gonna go find a woman.
I'm gonna find me a woman
for you.
For me.
Yes. Based off your morals and your standards and your beliefs.
You better know it, cause that's what you will date, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go date somebody that's.
How you gonna date? So you approaching a man?
I may. It depends.
Ain't that my thing, baby. Look.
It just depends.
I pushed up on. Really, you pushed up on me.
I really did not push up on you.
You did.
You pushed up on me first.
Where we was at when you pushed up on me?
When I pushed up on
fellas,
you.
Y'all, let me tell the story.
Let me tell the story.
And ladies first. And if we wrong, if you wrong, I'm gonna say, oh, you cap. Tell them the first time and how we met. Just tell them the situation, love. Go ahead, Bookie.
Okay. You want to know
how you met that boy Slim?
How I met you?
How you met that boy Slim?
Okay, well, my first encounter.
Yes, ma'am.
With Slim.
Mm-hmm.
We was at Hugh Mills Stadium.
You ain't got to tell the location. Just say where we was at.
Well, we was at a track meet. I think it was maybe the boys' region meet, if I'm not mistaken.
Yada. Speed it up.
And I was sitting on there with his team. He was just sitting like, everybody was talking. You know how everybody just be talking. And he was just sitting over there by himself with his headphones on.
Vibing, baby. Listening to beats.
Me, I'm an observer. So I'm looking at everybody as I'm talking. So I just so happened to look at him. And was like, what's your name? And he looked at me. He was like, Slim. I said, nah, what's your real name? Cause baby, don't tell me your nickname. And he was like, Jeremy. And I was like, oh, okay. And that was that.
That was that. So who hit on who? She came at me, right?
But I came at you as friends.
Ask me ever in my life. Nah, baby, you ain't come on to me as no friends. You had already had intentions. It's just I ain't let it get that far because I was a real player.
Oh, no. So, no, we ain't even talking about that.
Nah, I ain't let it get that far.
That's another podcast for another day.
You're right. We ain't going to go that far. But like real talk, I say.
But who's the catch though, for real?
Okay, if a man go get himself together, feel me real quick. A man go get himself together. If a man got himself together, a man know how to lead. He don't, went hard where he's supposed to go hard at in the chapter of his life. And he ready to date. You got that opportunity
He's gonna go find his woman.
to go date, but you gotta date properly. You feel me? You got to know your worth. We put it in order for you. Because we agreeing on certain things. You feel me?
We are.
Like
For the first time.
For the first time. You got to know your worth and your morals, your standards, and your belief. And if you really love somebody, you'll compromise. That's how I look at it. But you got to stand on whatever you doing, make sure it's right. You can't be trying to do this and then teach them that, and then that's what they doing. Then you like, hold up. What you doing? Then you got to understand they doing what you doing because you doing it. I'm doing it. Wow.
Okay.
So yeah, it can go both ways.
Exactly.
You know, a woman
some
can go
women
pick her man.
Some women will go
she
pick their
picked
man.
Me.
Like, cause no, you picked me. You picked me.
What? You came on me.
Lies. I just asked your name, Bookie.
And then let me know you were interested,
No,
Bookie.
that just I wanted to know your name.
You feel me?
And guess what? We became friends before we became lovers. And you asked me to be your lover. So
but
Bookie,
you did you hesitate?
Did I?
That's all I'm saying.
Don't agree with him.
I had the potential. She saw which we go into the like real talk. The catch is like about feelings, how somebody look and how they attract. So she saw something she liked.
And you saw something you loved.
Man, yeah, that was later on down the line. You feel me? I kept it in the friend zone. You feel me? Ain't nothing wrong with going.
We was friends. We both kept each other in the friend zone.
You feel me?
Boy.
Hey, she gotta look at it like it's cool. You snatched, but I was.
But some women,
it like you didn't rail me up. Like
some women do go. Some women do go get their man because they be like, oh, that's my man.
Man, they just not doing that. The only reason why they doing that because that bad bigger. Women got the better opportunity these days. You feel me?
My standards, like I feel like the man should come find me.
Okay, and that's how it's supposed to be. And when he come find you, what you would like from him? What if a man coming for Miss Nene, not your government name, Miss Nene. How you moving? What you want? How would you want him to approach you? What is your idea of a guy approaching you?
Like a gentleman. I need you to come correct, respectful. Like basically on your game. I need you to be talking my talk.
Hold on. Kitty, you gotta tap in over here. She talking. she finna get some real game.
You gotta be talking the way I'm thinking. Like you gotta
be talking the way I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That is sounding like manipulative.
That's not manipulating. Like I already
talking what I'm thinking.
I already
so
got
she
it.
wants
no,
you
listen.
to say, I'ma
Let me
listen. Let me explain. Because you lost me.
No, I ain't lost you. It just went over your head.
Okay. Bruh. Talking
the
what
way
I'm thinking.
I already got my morals, my standards for my man already.
Okay.
When you coming to me and approaching me, baby, it's already in my head. You know, yeah, like your first line, what you say out your mouth, and it ain't the right thing, baby. Goodbye. On to the next, cause you ain't even on my level. You ain't even talking for
Okay,
real.
so if he ain't popping it out right.
Like you gotta pop that off.
So what is one of the lamest I don't know, somebody, pick a line that somebody don't have.
Lamest?
I don't know, not lame. I mean, I don't know. I don't get hit on. I'm for real. I don't get hit on.
Boy, a lie don't care who tell it. I promise you.
I mean, I have. I ain't gonna lie, but it don't fade me because I know I'm a king. Like for real, the way I walk, the way I talk, that me knowing who I am, knowing my worth. So but I'm already taken. Like you said, you came and caught me.
Did.
And
you came and caught me.
So you caught me and I reeled you in.
Yeah.
Who
way.
In? So she already
I reeled you in.
Okay, so you came and hollered at me. That's all it go back to. That's what I'm telling you. I ain't approach you, shorty. I love you though. I love you. But women and men can be the catch.
Can.
It's just all about knowing your worth,
It is.
you know. So y'all stay tuned, man, for the next episode of this thing called Love with
Your queen behind the scene ain't
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
scene. She's
ain't-
in the scene.
She in the scene. Okay.
The queen in the scene.
All right, yeah, that part. Look, hey,
She my queen.
behind the scene. Hey, look, y'all stay tuned for part 2 of this thing called Love. And hopefully, man, y'all gonna take some notes on, really just,
I bet when we get into it, we're gonna get into it.
yeah, like, just first step, like I said, man, know your worth. Know your worth. Don't be just going to try to start a relationship and don't even know who you are.
And don't be putting all your eggs in one basket.
That part.
What you about to play?
Why you worry about all that? I'm about to shoot my shot. Yeah, I'm about to shoot my shot. 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 Hey, I'm about to shoot my shot. I'm about to shoot my shot. I'm still